ResortLoop.com is proudly sponsored by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Look for Joffrey's kiosks throughout the Walt Disney World theme parks. This holiday season, visit Joffreys.com for a variety of specialty coffee gifts, featuring mugs, their new coffee variety gift sets, and the brand new Jingle Jangle Java flavored coffee with vanilla mint flavor and smooth chocolate and nutty notes. Only at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Please board quickly and safely. Our monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
The holidays are continuing. Are we beaten down yet, Bob?
Yet?
No. We're not beaten down.
No.
We're trudging forward.
Yeah, we love doing these shows.
HolidayThon 2015.
Wow.
And who knew it would be like it this year? It would be this massive of a HolidayThon.
Why do you do this to me every year? All I want to do is have some eggnog, sit in front of the fireplace.
Yes, you and the eggnog, I know.
Watching my twinkling Christmas lights on my twinkling tree.
Yes, in your smoking jacket.
In my smoking jacket, my dog at my feet. My what pants?
Fleece. You're comfortable.
Oh. I thought I was going to go with like those MC Hammer pants. What were those called back in the day?
They were called Hammer pants.
Hammer pants. That's
what they're called now.
I wear those.
What they're called in the day. Yeah, they look good on you.
It's relaxing.
You need the room.
There's, it's just they're very casual.
You need casual.
I didn't get any of those for Christmas, by the way.
Really?
Not one.
That's unfortunate. They look good on you. They look good on you.
Very disappointed. Why do you put a list together if they're not going to read the list?
They want to know what they should get you, but
what do you want, Dad? Here, this is what I want. Nothing on the list. Anyway, loving the HolidayThon, loving continuing this ResortLoop.com tradition.
A holiday tradition from us.
Tim.
It's our little gift to you.
Wow, that's a lame gift.
It's very lame, but it always fits.
It's like one of those white elephant parties or something. You just bring whatever you had back in a closet that was all dusty and nasty.
That you got last year.
And we're like, I didn't like it last year. But then,
passing it on.
What, Tim, are we going to talk about today?
Today we are talking about a topic that I don't know if anybody has ever attempted.
Uh-oh.
It's a deep.
Deep?
We all know what it is. But can we define it?
Typhoon Lagoon?
Can we?
Deep?
Well, that's kind of deep. They got sharks in there,
They do.
Can we quantify it? Can we qualify it? What is the famed, or infamous, if you will, Disney bubble?
Oh, it's the thing. Here's what the Disney bubble is. Everybody out there in Looper Nation can understand. This is the Disney bubble. The Disney bubble is that thing that all those anti-Disney fans, those so-called quote-unquote friends that you have, carry knives and try and burst your bubble all the time. You're going back to Disney? Why are you going back to Disney? Why would you buy a DVD, a cartoon DVD? It's a movie. It's I get it. You went to see the movie, but you bought the DVD. They're always trying to burst the bubble, man.
Exactly.
Always.
They don't see the bubble. They're trying to burst something they don't see.
It's an intangible. That's another big word for it.
That was very good.
That's
that was
not bad.
What's that, like 4 syllables? I don't know, 3, 4, something like that.
I don't know. The eggnog hasn't kicked in yet, so.
Oh, no, it's early.
I don't know what I would have said.
One of our exactly. Early in the day show.
But that's that Disney. Why do people want to do that? Why do they want to bust the bubble?
They want to be a part of it. They think, hey, that sounds fun. But I don't want to go.
But they got to
act make fun
cool.
of me if I go.
They got to act cool.
Yeah, we're hip.
People like who? People like them?
They're like 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16. They know everything.
Those people.
Exactly.
Maybe the eggnog is kicking in.
It might be kicking in. If we're both drinking, how can we tell?
I'm going to get angry. Oh, my gosh. No, it's, the Disney bubble is, it's certainly not 46 square miles.
It's not space.
It's well beyond that.
Oh, it's emotional.
It's not just the parks.
No.
It's a feeling.
You can break into a Boston song here?
Oh, what a feeling. It is.
I say if we keep this up long enough, he's going to start singing.
You give me another glass of eggnog, I might. You never know.
Pouring.
Little Resort Loop karaoke here on this HolidayThon. Hey, maybe we should do that for tomorrow's show.
I don't think so.
Do we want to do that for tomorrow's show?
No,
I think we should.
It's going to take something stronger than this potent eggnog.
Ooh, it's warm in here.
He always says that right before he takes his shirt off.
Anyway, hey, keep it on track. Come on, let's keep this on track. The Disney bubble, my definition of the Disney bubble is it's almost like an internal thing. It's that feeling you get when you think about Disney, about the parks, about the movies, about the books, and the music, everything Disney that gives you that warm feeling. That's the Disney bubble, and that's where everybody wants to stay.
That is where people want to stay.
You want to stay inside that bubble. Why? Because the world is horrible.
Oh, it's a terrible place.
The outside world it's not Disney.
You know where the bubble starts when you're going down there?
When
you're entering the parks.
Yeah.
2 different spots.
Okay.
You know the big Disney sign that crosses the street?
Oh,
the big Walt Disney World sign.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
Absolutely.
If that doesn't say you're in the bubble,
yeah.
I don't know what doesn't.
Yeah.
The second one is the road signs. When they turn to purple.
Oh, yeah.
From, U.S. government green? Chroma key green?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. When we're driving down there for that, oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's, You're
in a different place.
You're in a different place. And we've talked about this many times about how, you talk about going other places on vacation, but you always go back to the bubble because you're getting a good quality product.
Expensive, but a value at the same time. And it's hard to explain to people who don't know about the bubble.
Exactly. And you can, a lot of people have the bubble in their home. They decorate their home. Like for Christmas, I'm sure there's a ton we've seen on the different social medias. Just a ton of Disney Christmas decorations that are put out.
Ornaments.
Every year, many of you have seen, I put out my Mickey lights that I just took rope lights and made a Mickey head and have that on my porch, my front porch.
Not so hidden.
And it every time I hang that thing up, it makes me feel good.
Oh.
Every time.
Every time?
Every time.
I love it. Do you have any of the Disney inflatables in your yard? Are you one of those?
I used to.
I used to?
It was a really big, fantastic-looking Mickey. The problem was if it were windy at all, Mickey just kept bending in the wind. He would bow as everybody drove by, and I'm like, "What's he doing out there?
He's going konnichiwa.
What's he doing out there?" So he not well built because it was very weak. He was weak in the knees. It was weird.
Interesting. Maybe Minnie was around.
He was bent. Maybe she is lovely.
She's quite cute.
Those lashes. The Disney bubble can be at home. What about the movies?
I love the movies. Are we talking like classic movies? Because I'm not going to say like Iron Man or the new Star Wars is going to be bubble-like. What about your more classic?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Your more classic animated movies?
Yeah.
Even Toy Story movies are now. They become part of the bubble.
Oh, absolutely.
We're so vested in those characters.
Right. Any of the Pixar movies, right? Yeah, I love the shorts that come on just before if you actually go to the theater.
Which you'll be seeing now in Epcot, apparently. The Pixar shorts.
Oh, yeah.
And the old Captain EO. I'm going to call it the Captain EO Theater.
It's not.
No, it was the Magic Eye. Are they going to call it the Magic Eye still, I wonder?
That's what I'm calling it.
Probably the John Lasseter Studios.
Captain EO, no more.
EI.
Oh, jeez. Here he goes.
There he goes.
I wondered why the eggnog picture was a little low.
It was a little
when
low.
I showed up today to the studios.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Oh, here's something else about the bubble. And you can't explain this to people. You can try. And we all know it's one of the most important things. Creating this bubble that you don't get anywhere else, the cast members.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
We've all had, I know I've had, great interaction with these cast members.
Oh, yeah.
And the best one, as soon as you get into the bubble,
right,
checking into your hotel. I'm so against doing this quick check-in thing where you don't really talk to anybody, you don't see anybody.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I can't bring myself to do it either.
No, me either. Yeah. I want to eyeball some guy and, hope maybe they'll see it, maybe they'll like you. Maybe you get an upgrade, I don't know. I think you're more likely than if you just swing by and pick up a set of keys and a.
Oh yeah. You're not getting any upgrade from a kiosk. No.
Come on.
And it's always nice because you can, depending on who you get, it's even more of a special experience. You know, they ask you, hey, do you have anything special going on? The one time we had nothing special going on. They gave us buttons anyway.
Was it one of the fill-in?
It said, I'm celebrating, and it was blank. And he goes, you got to be celebrating something. What are you celebrating? I said, well, a vacation to Walt Disney World. He goes, fantastic, and wrote vacation. I'm celebrating vacation.
You get a button, and you get a button, and you get a button.
And you get a button. How about the moving bubble?
The moving bubble?
There's a moving bubble. Did you know that?
Tell me about this moving bubble.
This moving bubble. What do you mean? Me tell you about the moving bubble? You've been on the moving bubble much more than me.
Maybe. Is this a club I'm not aware of? The moving bubble?
And stop down the recording.
The tape.
This is of course the cruises, the Disney cruises.
Oh, the cruise bubble.
I mean, when do you hit the bubble there? I'm going to tell you when.
Yes.
When you crest over.
Oh yeah, the cresting.
That little hill, whatever that is.
The bridge.
Is it a bridge?
I thought it was a bridge.
I thought it was a little hill.
Yeah, it could be.
Anyway, whatever. A hilly bridge.
I'm looking at the road.
There's a hilly bridge. Right, we're driving.
I'm looking for a boat.
Yeah. And you see the boat over in Port Canaveral.
That's beautiful.
Docked.
Yes.
And you're like, all right.
And the sirens are calling your name.
We are almost. Those are behind you. They are calling your name.
That's a different kind of
Slow
siren.
it down, mister.
That's a different siren.
Slow it down. And you get there, and it's so hard to get frustrated. I mean, you get a little bit of time because you're so anxious to get on the ship, but just in the port itself, you're excited to see the ship, especially for that first time. For me, it was awesome.
If you're calm though, you're calm getting on the ship. It goes very smooth. If you get all antsy and anxiety ridden and you got to get on there,
right.
But again, just check out the surroundings in the terminal.
Oh,
beautiful terminal.
Yeah, they've got that little deck out there where you can go out and you can look at the ship and check that out. It's fantastic.
It is beautiful.
And then that bubble travels with you.
That's true.
Now, you experienced the bubble on 2 different oceans.
That's true.
And you got to do the excursions in Alaska.
Beautiful excursions.
Bubblicious? Or not? Or not bubble?
No, they still don't let you carry gum. But
that's true, yeah.
It is a moving bubble. If you sign up for the shipboard excursions, they take care of every little thing along the way.
Okay.
We had to take, we were at, I think it was, I want to say Skagway, where we did the White Pass Rail.
Okay, right, yeah.
We get off the boat. Ship.
Ship.
Some people yell at me for saying boat.
Yeah, it's a boat.
Ship. I know, boat sounds good. They called it themselves before, the big red boat. Before they went
absolutely.
To,
Yeah, right.
You took a shuttle bus to the depot.
Okay.
Which is like a half mile away. So we could have walked, but they wanted your whole group to stay together.
Oh, yeah.
And the bus was taken pretty much right to where the railroad car was. You just got right off the boat, right off the bus, walked right over to the train car, which was ready for you, opened up, walked right in, sat down. We didn't have to stop buy tickets. Didn't have to do anything.
Very nice.
Right on the train.
Very nice.
For the most scenic train ride I've ever been on.
And probably a very nice host or hostess from Disney to get you on and off the bus. And
yes, there was a ticket taker, and
and
everything was taken care of. We didn't have to worry about it at all.
that is outstanding. One thing we haven't experienced is the Adventures by Disney bubble.
Oh, I want to experience that bubble.
Yeah, absolutely.
If anybody can bring that bubble on.
Yeah. Let's do that. let's do that. So I guess you tell me what I told you what my definition of the bubble is. It's that feeling. What's your definition of the bubble?
Safety.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Not that I go travel around Orlando and I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
But when you're in the bubble and everything is so meticulously groomed.
Yeah.
The grounds are beautiful. Your transportation is taken care of. If you don't want to drive your car, I mean, the buses are clean. Monorails, you know how we feel about monorails. We're pro monorail.
Absolutely.
Trains, boats.
Yeah.
Just a variety of things to do. You don't have to give it a second thought.
Right.
If for some reason you wouldn't know where to go, ask one of the thousands of very friendly cast members.
Right.
They will let you know where to go. I'm a big fan of low anxiety vacations. Now you're going to say, Tim, Disney, low anxiety.
Absolutely.
Go into it with the right frame of mind. Say we're going to have whatever we do, we're going to have a great time.
Right.
That's
right.
part of the key. People they see these big lists online.
Right, right.
The top 48 attractions you have to do to have a good vacation at Walt Disney World.
Well, we should do that list.
We'll do that one later. The top 36 restaurants you have to do.
Right, right.
To enjoy your Walt Disney World
you feel
vacation.
Pressured to do those things.
Exactly.
Because you think, if I don't do these things, I'm not going to have the great vacation that I'm paying so much money for.
Right. We only did 3 of the must-dos.
Right.
On this restaurant list.
And you make a good point about the transportation. I went to New York City for a weekend.
Did you feel
with
safe?
My family. No, and then this is not a slam on New York. Come on, guys.
No.
We're not slamming New York.
We're from Ohio,
but you guys know. Yeah, we're from. Yeah, I'm out in the country even. So.
Yeah, he's out. Trust me.
I'm out there.
I'm in the big city. I'm near Canton.
Wow.
Exactly.
So, and you get on the subway. The anxiety I had. For the subway. And as somebody new going to a new place, I'm looking at everybody. Everybody, to me, everybody's walking around with a switchblade and brass knuckles.
Like that scene in Adventures in Babysitting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
way to go, Brad.
When I go to Disney, I have none of that. I'm getting on the monorail at midnight.
Oh, yeah.
You don't go, it's midnight. Well, I'm not sure we should get on that monorail. Oh, we're going to take the bus back to the resort. Yeesh.
That family from Michigan over there looks kind of cagey. I'm going to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, exactly.
They might come after my wallet.
Exactly. They're passed out just like you are after marching around the parks. But, that's a big part of the bubble, like you said, the safety aspect of it. And the transportation is so nice that you don't worry about stuff.
How often do you take your kids out late at night and just go around and have a good time?
Right.
In like your local city or town? You don't.
Typically, you don't. Yeah,
Typically.
Depends on where you're living.
Special event maybe, but.
Right.
For us, 10, 11 o'clock, I'm home in bed.
Right. Tell us about the cab ride in New York. That's always a great story.
Lord.
Speaking of
Lord. I was
transportation.
Our butts were clenched to that seat because we didn't have seat belts.
And the guy's probably driving 106 miles an hour everywhere.
Exactly.
Right.
Let's see. I think the very back seat had the seat belt, so he threw the kids back there.
Yeah.
We were hanging on. He put that full-size van in place as a full-size van. I don't think he really fit. He broke all laws of physics getting us from LaGuardia to the port.
I believe you. We took a cab in Vegas when we were in Vegas, and I saw parts of Vegas I don't ever want to see again. But he got us from point A to point B pretty dang quick.
Yes.
So, but again, part of the Disney bubble. There's really, when you're traveling Disney, there's no surprises.
Right.
And if there are surprises, they're really good surprises.
Now, in a vacation disconnect, being in the bubble, we kind of like to disconnect from reality.
Mm-hmm.
Do you normally watch any regular TV, or are you pretty much glued to the Stacy info channel?
Yeah, I pretty much I never turn on anything other than the Disney, in-house channels. Mostly It's the cartoons. I love the cartoons, the old cartoons that just rotate. But I really like those.
Because I know often after we get back from vacation, I'll be catching up on some news. I'm like, oh my gosh, look what happened while we were gone.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm so happy to not even have thought about news for 2 weeks.
Right. And again, that's got to be part of the bubble.
Part of the bubble.
You escape from reality, but it's not a crazy escape from reality.
No. Just so busy having family fun or couple fun or just meeting other people that you don't even think about.
Right.
Problems.
So, love the Disney bubble. I could stay in the Disney bubble all the time. Unfortunately, I don't work for Disney.
No.
So I got to come in. I would love to hear from some folks that have worked for Disney or do work for Disney, and do they still experience the Disney bubble while they're there? I'm going to say a lot of them probably do.
I would think so. I think that's what draws a lot of people down there.
It's a special place to be. So that's that. I love the Disney bubble. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I got.
I think that's all we can say. Like we knew going in, those are going to be hard to quantify and qualify. Yeah, I used 2 big words.
Wow.
Both with Q's.
I'm going to need some more eggnog.
Pouring.
That's with an E. You've put a lot more nog in it this year.
It's more noggy.
There's a lot more nog.
More noggy, a little less eggy. Almost like a creme brulee. I don't know where that came from.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Tim, that's all I got.
Oh, thank goodness, because I was running out of carrying things on. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Tim Scott. Tim, what am I on Twitter?
And I'm ResortLoop Bob on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget Facebook. Like us over there. Don't forget our new matching site, mydizmatch.com. Head on over there. You get that. You still have time to get in the 90 days free, the 3 months free. And where else can they listen to?
Stitcher. You always find us on the Stitcher. I'm excited now. I want to go back to the bubble.
He's yelling, folks.
I'm becoming angry after the nog. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Extra noggy. Okay, it's rolling again. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You have notes?
I don't have notes. What do I need notes for?
I don't know. I know I need notes, or I go,
Come on, man. All I think is Disney 24/7.
Oh, it's close to that, I know.
24/7.
24/7. 365.
Oh, look, there's a bird on a wire outside of the studio today.
Oh, it's like that Pixar
It's a robin. Yes, it is. It's all mine. Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay.